Can we teach imitation through video modeling? Hi, I'm Dr. Megan, and I guide people in growing, learning, and cultivating connection and curiosity. Lately, we've been talking about some strategies for teaching imitation and some of the criticisms around do this imitation training. There's another form of imitation training that has been researched quite a bit in the field of behavior analysis that's called video modeling. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about that research and when video modeling might be a good option for teaching someone a skill or how to imitate. So first, it's important to know what video modeling is. Basically, you take a video of something and then a person watches that video and then performs whatever the skill is. So they're learning through imitation. Some people have looked at whether or not you can actually teach your basic imitation repertoire through video modeling. Not surprisingly, it is a teaching procedure that is highly idiosyncratic. It really depends on the individual learner as to whether or not video modeling is going to be effective. When I was completing my PhD at Ohio State, my advisor, her research line was video prompting, which is fairly similar to video modeling, but not quite the same, because with video prompting, you're using the video as a prompt to teach a certain behavior that usually involves a chain of skills. So how would we know if video modeling might be a good procedure to use when we're teaching our clients or students or children? One thing that we need to look at is whether or not the child is interested and motivated to look at videos. If they're not interested and motivated to look at videos, it's highly unlikely that video modeling is going to be effective. There are some studies that have been done to look at the various components, prerequisite skills involved with video modeling, and that attending to the video was basically one of the number one things that distinguished whether or not someone was responding to video modeling, either to learn a new skill or to learn imitation. There's also been research done to look at what type of model is the best. If you have a model of the child performing the skill, if they're watching someone else, if it's a first person point of view, or if they're observing, the skill being done by somebody. And with all of these, there is, in just research in general, we are more likely to perform something if the model is similar to ourselves. But in terms of whether first person point of view or observing someone else, those various things all really just depend on the child. Video modeling is so popular that there's even companies that have developed, tech companies that's their main product, is just selling these videos for people to use to try to teach their children. So if you're wondering if this might be something to try with your child or clients or students, definitely, number one, make sure they actually like attending to videos. Number two, you're really going to need to closely assess by showing it's kind of trial and error, showing a few different formats of the video and see which one seems the most motivating and salient to the specific person that's watching the video. And as with everything I talk about, if you don't yet have a low stress teaching environment or a connected and trusting relationship, if that socio-communicative function of imitation hasn't yet been developed, I wouldn't be trying video modeling yet. It's not likely that a video model is going to promote those social communication skills unless you're somehow using the video to create some shared enjoyment and reciprocity. Like if you're both watching the video and then you're imitating the child who's imitating the video, that might build something, because sometimes children will imitate videos before connecting with another person. I'm sure some of you have seen that with certain children's TV shows and things like that, where they'll imitate what the main characters are doing and really are highly motivated and they're connected with the people on the screen. So you might use it as a bridge to help build that connection between you and your child or your client. But as an overall teaching procedure, it's not likely going to be as effective if we don't have those other skills in place first. In the remaining videos on imitation, I'm going to talk about a few other options. So if this information resonates with you and it's something you want to learn more about, make sure to give me a follow.